Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Creative Caution. I'm your host, Aladdin, aka Aladdin if you prefer it that way. Now I know I'm late to the party, but Netflix has officially casted 5 more actors for season 1 of the live action series, and I want to quickly cover that with you guys. I just recently made a video on Netflix showcasing the actors playing Uncle Iroh, Monk Gyatso, and more, so if you want to check out that video, I'll leave a link in the description as well as a card on the top right so you guys can check it out later. I'll also cover some new images that Albert Kim posted on his Instagram along with Gordon Cormier who's playing Aang. Gordon also teases another cast member that'll be joining the series, but I'll get into that later because there are so many speculations that can be made for this one, but stay tuned for that later in the video. There's also some talk regarding Avatar Kyoshi getting an expansion to her story arc in the series, and I want to talk about that for a bit as well. Also, there's a new character that'll be joining the live action series, which honestly took me by surprise when I first heard it, but stay tuned for that later in the video. As I always do, I'll give you guys my honest take and opinion on how I feel about the new cast members joining and what I hope to see from their performances. So without making this intro too long, let me get some stuff out of the way and then we can dive right into the video. Now, as some of you may know, I love doing gift card giveaways. It's a great way to give back to you guys for spending a few minutes of your day with me, so the least that I can do for all of you is to do a gift card giveaway. The gift card can be whatever you guys want it to be, but I'll be doing a $20 gift card giveaway once we hit 20,000 subscribers. All you gotta do to participate is be a subscriber, like the video, and leave a comment discussing anything that you liked about the video, and that's it. Once we hit our goal of 20,000 subscribers, I'll pick the winner in whatever most recent video I have out, so good luck to everyone. Now lastly, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. It definitely helps out the channel grow and lets others like you stay tuned with the latest shows and movies. And also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you guys can get notified right away when I drop my next video. Now without further ado, let's get into the video. Netflix has officially revealed 5 more cast members for season 1 of the live action series. Now if I butcher these names, I do want to apologize in advance, but first up we got the one and only Azula, who will be played by Elizabeth Yu. Sokka's day one girl Suki will be played by Maria Shang. Avatar Kyoshi, the fearless warrior, will be played by Giovanni Chapman. Katara's grandmother Gran will be played by Casey Camp Hornick, and finally the newest character to join the series is Suki's mother Yukari, who will be played by Tamlin Tomita. So there you guys have it, those are the most recent cast members to join the live action series. As a first impression, I do think that these actresses have the look to pull these characters off. They look pretty identical to the characters, and I can only imagine what they look like once they get full in costume. Now that's just me judging them by the appearance through these images that we have of them. But first of all, let's talk about each actress one at a time and break down whether they can pull these characters off or not. We'll start off with Elizabeth, who will be playing Azula. For the description of her character, it says Elizabeth Yu will play Azula, the intensely driven princess of the Fire Nation. A firebending prodigy and relentless perfectionist, she'll stop at nothing to secure her position as the heir to the throne. Cough cough, this sounds like someone very familiar. But here's a quick design I did on Photoshop to see how Elizabeth would look in costume and all, since I obviously couldn't wait. Let me know if you guys think that she looks like Azula. Now Elizabeth hasn't had that many roles according to IMDb, but she is an up and coming new actress that has managed to get the role of a lifetime. One thing that I didn't know is that she's in a relationship with Gavin Matarazzo, who plays Dustin Henderson in Stranger Things, which could have been a reason for her getting recommended for getting this role, since both shows are a part of Netflix now. Whether that's true or not doesn't matter. What matters is whether she can become Azula and bring that fearless, relentless trait of Azula to the screen, and I personally think that she can. I'm going on a hunch here, but I do want to see her succeed and do well with her part, so I'm hoping for the best for her in this series. Now before I go and talk about the next actress, Elizabeth will go onto her Instagram and show her gratification on getting the role with a throwback photo of her standing next to Aang and Appa. She would say, "This photo was taken a year ago when none of this was ever even a dream I could fathom of imagining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What an honor, privilege, and a responsibility that I'm so utterly blessed to have achieved." See, what I always enjoy is when actors get the roles and show their appreciation for getting them and striving to do great in them. I'm a sucker for posts like these, and like I said, I really do want her to do well and succeed with this role. I can't really judge any of her performances since there really isn't much out there to critique on, but what do you guys think about Netflix casting Elizabeth as Azula? I personally think that they nailed this one when it comes to appearance wise. I mean, come on now, she almost looks just like Azula here. Imagine her in full costume and makeup. Next up is Maria Shang, who will be playing Suki. The description for her character says, Maria Shang will play Suki, the intimidating leader of the Kyoshi warriors, an elite female fighting force dedicated to protecting their community and upholding the ideals of their namesake Avatar Kyoshi. Now when I say wow, I mean, wow. I literally think that she looks like Suki in these images. Here, take a quick look at this design I made of Maria in the Kyoshi Warrior's outfit. Tell me that she does not look like Suki here. I mean, come on now. You cannot tell me that she doesn't resemble Suki at all. Now, if you're wondering how her and Aunt Owsley will be together since the two are playing Sokka and Suki, here's some images of the two side by side, giving you an idea how the two would look together. I believe that they can easily sell the look once they're together on set. But look, from her appearance alone, she sells the look instantly. If you say no that she doesn't look like Suki here, you're either on something, which I want, or my eyes are just complete ass. Either way, she sold me with her look. Now, I'm not familiar with any of her work, but she has been a part of a few projects in the past few years. Her most recent project was a show called Work in Progress, a comedy web series, so if you want to check that out, go for it and let me know what you guys think. Overall, as I stated earlier, I honestly think that she looks perfect for this role. Looking at these images, she honestly sells that look of Suki and gives that impression that this role was made for her. I personally can't wait to see what she brings to the table. Next actress is Tamlin Tomita, who will be playing Suki's mother, Yukari, who will also be a new character in the show. Now, I've already seen Tamlin in several films and shows, and the most recent one I've seen her in was Netflix's Cobra Kai. She played Kumiko, and it was dope seeing her reprise that role ever since her first appearance in The Karate Kid Part 2. But that's not the point. The point is, she's been in a variety of projects and she knows how to perform well. Now, I want to know how they're planning on using Suki's mom in the series. She wasn't in the original animated series, which begs me to question how they plan on using her character in the show. I feel like they might use her character to be some sort of guidance for Suki, just like how Katara has her grandmother to guide her and Zuko having Uncle Iroh to guide him. Now, when I say guide, I'm referring to them providing guidance and advice throughout their journey in their life. That's how I picture Suki's mother being towards her. I mean, she can also guide her when it comes to being a Kyoshi warrior, but then again, for the description for Yukari, it says Yukari, Suki's mother and a fiercely protective mayor of her small village on Kyoshi Island. I'm getting this idea that she might be this aggressive individual who doesn't want anything to do with the outside world and just wants to focus on her island and her people's safety. Which, if that's the case, it makes sense why they will label her as a fiercely protective mayor. However, the mayor part does seem very interesting to me. I just want to see how they plan on playing that out. But what are your first thoughts on this? Do you think we need Suki's mother in the series? Let me know in the comments. Now, the next actress up is Giovanni Chapman, who will be playing Avatar Kyoshi. For the description for her character, it says Giovanni Chapman will play Avatar Kyoshi, a legendary warrior revered for her bravery, fearsome fighting skills, and uncompromising dedication to the cause of justice. Now, Giovanni has been in a variety of projects as well, and the most notable one that I've seen her from was CW's Kung Fu. That's actually the first time I've seen her perform, and from a first impression, I think she's quite great. She plays as a villain in the show named Jalan, but I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, so I'll just leave it at that. But that's the only role that I've seen her play as. She's also been in the show The 100, but I can't remember what scene or character she played in that show again. Now, I also did a quick design for Giovanni as Avatar Kyoshi because I wanted to see how she looked in the outfit and all. Let me know what you guys think. I personally think that she could pull the look and all. But anyways, regarding her playing Avatar Kyoshi, I'm actually surprised that they casted someone for this character, only because Avatar Kyoshi doesn't have that many episodes or scenes in the animated series. Now, yes, she has some very important scenes and all, but it's nothing like how Mei and Ty Lee have it when it comes to screen time. I'm just surprised is all, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to see her do well with her role. I actually do hope that we get more scenes and backstory to Avatar Kyoshi in the live action. With episodes being nearly an hour long, I think they can easily create more backstory to her character and provide more in-depth details regarding who she was and etc. Plus, Albert Kim and the rest of the producers could easily grab some new material from the novels of Avatar Kyoshi and perhaps implement them into the show. The novels so far have a ton of new material that they could use, so I ain't that worried when it comes to creating her story in the show. I do feel like that would be a great way to expand on Kyoshi's character by providing more history on her and her backstory. It does make sense why they would cast an actress right away for her character. I just don't see her being in a lot of episodes though. I could be wrong here and they could perhaps do a 180 on us and surprise us with something new and original, and if that's the case, I'm cool with it, as long as they don't change her overall character and personality. Overall, I'm excited for Giovanni. I really do want to see how she's going to play this character and what she'll bring to the table. What do you guys think about her being casted as Avatar Kyoshi? Now, the final actress to be casted into the series is Casey Camp Hornick, who will be playing Gran, Katara's grandmother. For her character description, it says Casey will play Gran, Katara and Sokka's grandmother and the compassionate and wise matriarch of the Southern Water Tribe. Now, I have personally never seen any shows or films of Casey's, but she has been a part of a variety of projects in the past. I can't tell you whether they were good or not, but judging by her list of projects, they seem promising. Only thing that I want to talk about here is how they plan on using her character in the series. For instance, Gran wasn't in that many episodes in the first season of Avatar. Matter of fact, she was only in episode 1 and 2, so I'm quite curious to see how they use her character for the remaining of the season. I don't know what to really expect, but I do hope we get to see more scenes with her and Katara. I feel like that would be great for Katara's character when it comes to that aspect of building their relationship up. I just don't know what else they could use her character for. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comment section. I'd like to know your thoughts. But overall, I hope Casey does well in this live action, and I hope nothing but the best for her. Now, those are the 5 latest actresses to join the live action series. So far, I'm really impressed with these casting choices, especially for Azula and Suki. I think Netflix nailed these casting choices to the spot. Well, at least when it comes to appearance wise. Can't really say much regarding if they'll bring life to these characters well or not. We'll just have to wait and see later down the road. Overall, hats off to Netflix for the casting choices so far, just because every casting has been nearly perfect and identical to the animated series, so that's a big plus right there. But what do you guys think about the recent castings? Are you guys pleased? Personally, I like every single one of them. They look 10 times better than the movie, which is a huge plus for us all. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Finally, the last thing that I wanted to showcase to you guys is what Albert Kim and Gordon had posted on their social media accounts, along with Gordon also teasing a new cast member. We'll start with Albert's post first. On his Twitter, he shared an image of a chair labeled with his name along with the title Executive Producer. But what stood out to me was not the image itself, it's what he actually captioned that caught my attention. It says, "On set for the start of week 3, lots of big scenes and new characters coming up." Now first of all, if you didn't know, filming has already begun up in Vancouver, so everything is set on pace to hopefully drop this year or next year. Now when Albert says week 3, I'm assuming that they've already filmed the first 2 episodes. For example, if you look at the animated series, each episode was nearly 24 minutes long, right? I'm thinking that they're either already on episode 3 or 4 from the animated series, just because naturally each episode from Netflix is nearly an hour long, so they'll definitely fill each episode with more new content along with more backstory to the characters. So at this point, just imagine them on episode 3 or 4 from the animated series, but with the live action, it'll be episode 1 or 2 filled with episodes from 1 through 4 from the animated series. Sheesh, that just hurt my head honestly, but hopefully this all makes sense. If not, I'll explain more in the comments, so if you have any questions regarding the time and what they'll fill in each episode, let me know and I'll explain a little more clearer. But overall, just imagine 2 or 4 episodes from the animated series combined into one large episode filled with new content and backstory. Now the next thing that I wanted to point out was he mentioned lots of big scenes. I simply took this as the actors are probably filming the first big scenes that they'll have. For example, like when Aang goes to the Southern Air Temple with Katara and Sokka to see how everything's been, along with them meeting the Kyoshi warriors later on, hence the reasoning for the latest cast member announcements. Now in his final words, he says new characters coming up. This to me was pretty self-explanatory. We'll start getting introduced to new characters in the show that we most likely did not see in the animated series, and to be fair, I'm fine with that, as long as it doesn't disrupt the overall flow in telling Aang's story and etc. Let's be fair guys, the show would be boring if it was the same retelling as the animated series. They need to spice it up and add some new flavor to it, which is why you see them adding new characters such as Suki's mom and etc. I wouldn't be surprised if they started introducing more friends of Aang's and the rest of the gang. Also, I took this as a way of Albert letting us fans know that he isn't shy from changing up the story and adding new characters in the mix. Like I said, I'm cool with that, as long as they don't change up the overall story that's being told. Now regarding what Gordon posted, he shared a picture of him and Anne Owsley together on his Instagram page, but what stands out the most is his head being shaved off. Now you can't quite fully see it here, but from the look of his sides, you could tell that he's slowly embracing the look of Aang. I highly doubt that we're gonna see him wear a bald cap of any sort. I think Gordon will go all out and shave his head to get the look of Aang. It would only make sense for him to do that if he wants to replicate Aang's look. But I also wanted to point out that Gordon does sell the look of Aang here. I mean, look at him right here. He has that same fun, goofy energy that Aang had in season 1 when we first got introduced to him. So I personally think that Gordon will do just fine playing Aang. Plus, he'll have so many people around him to guide him and help him get into character. But lastly, I want to showcase one more post from Gordon from his Instagram, which might give us a hint on this new cast member. So in these photos, we see him smiling and laughing, right? But it's the caption that is most important here. For instance, it says, "Just having some laughs in the school trailer, but I can't tell you who I'm with because they haven't been announced yet." Now guys, think about this for a second. My man is literally laughing his ass off here and smiling crazy. Who could possibly give him that type of energy? My instant reaction was Boomy. We know Boomy's in the first episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and he's quite a big character as well. Yeah, he doesn't have that many scenes in the show, but he does play a huge role in Aang's life. Plus, we haven't even heard any news on casting calls for his character just yet. So my guess is that it's either an actor that will be playing Boomy here, and Gordon just can't showcase him just yet because Netflix hasn't revealed that actor playing him yet. I think we'll get 2 actors playing Boomy, one that's young and one that's old, just because they'll most likely have flashbacks of Boomy when he was young as well. So having 2 actors playing Boomy makes sense here, Airbender, but that's just my guess on who's in the photo with him. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's Boomy's actor, or could it be someone completely different? Let me know in the comment section. But guys, that's all I have for you guys for this Avatar video. I know it was quite long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. There was so much in this video regarding new cast members and posts from the casts. I really do want to know how you guys feel about all this and what you're most excited about. I truly am happy and excited with how this live action is going so far. As I keep saying, I want this show to be a mega success, so I'm gonna continue being positive about this live action and hoping for the best. But of course, let me know what you guys thought. I'd love to know your overall opinion on all this so far. I'll continue creating more Avatar content for you guys, so anything around the Netflix live action series to Brian and Michael's Avatar Studios, I'll have content for it all, so make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any of these videos. But before I go, don't forget about that $20 gift card giveaway that I'll be doing once we hit 20,000 subscribers. All you gotta do to participate is be a subscriber, like the video, and leave a comment discussing anything that you liked about the video. Once we hit 20,000 subscribers, I'll pick the winner in whatever most recent video I have out, so good luck to everyone. But finally, if you made it this far, I just want to say thank you all for watching, and if you haven't already, hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't by now. Also, hit that notification bell so you guys can get notified right away when I drop my next video. If you don't mind, share the video if you thought it was good and want others to see it. Thank you all once more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care everyone, see ya.